Hey everybody, I'm Staff Sergeant Snell. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about OneNote, why to use it, and how to use it. First and foremost, one thing a lot of people don't know is if you hop in here and look for OneNote, you'll see two of them actually. You'll see OneNote with no suffix and OneNote 2016 or 2013 or the dreaded 2010 if you have that. But this one right here is not the one you want. I'll show you why. If you open that up, it is it's the artist formerly known as OneNote. It is a kind of stripped down version that they made for college students, I think. It's just got stuff mostly for keeping track of your lectures and drawing if you have a fancy new pad or something like that. But if you see this when you open it on your computer, this does not work well in a Nipper construct, and it's really confusing actually. So this is wrong. So go ahead and close out of that. Let's see, we'll go back into OneNote, grab 2016, pin it to your taskbar for easy grabbing later, and hop right in. So OneNote is as I'm sure a lot of you already know, OneNote is it's a digital filing cabinet. If you're using it on Nipper, you can kind of think of it as a spot to have all of your personal folder, any files or anything that you would have just stuck in a personal folder. You can put them in a OneNote notebook, and they will be all open at the same time and queryable or searchable, and it makes your workspace a lot more focused and dynamic. For me, I guess why OneNote is the first question I should probably try to answer. For the past 2 or 3 years, I've been working with a OneNote-centric focus to my workflow, because in 2016, I want to say, I went to a duty station, and unlike the rest of my career, I got put in a admin position. So they gave me 4 programs to run, and I had never run those programs before, and so I quickly drowned. I was not doing super well, and a friend of mine came by and said, "Hey, try this out." So about 6 months later, I was able to dig myself out of that hole and actually get really good inspection ratings, and just went from being like I was playing whack-a-mole with admin every day to really just kind of automating all my processes and making everything easy peasy. The chief point that came away from it was continuity. And that once I started working my continuity via OneNote, I didn't have to, the people that came through to take over my job, I didn't have to tell them, like, oh, sorry, I didn't make training, or here's this hard copy continuity binder, and I'm sorry it sucks, but, sorry, bye, and that's pretty much what you're going to get at almost every base that you go to, because people are so worried or busy putting out fires or whatever it is they do every day that they don't have a chance to, or they believe that they don't have a chance to stop and write it all down. If you start using OneNote to do some of that stuff, you'll realize that not only do you have the time to do it, if you do it, you will end up with a lot more time on the back half, on the back end. So continuity, it's absolutely amazing. Organization, keeping all your stuff in one spot and having everything from your regs to your walkthroughs to your contacts just one click away and available for your entire team to look at, absolutely helps with organization. I wrote safety net during surge ops and inspections. That was what it ended up, that was an unintended result that we ended up finding with that, is that when everything hit the fan, I was a unit deployment manager and a security manager and a couple other programs, and when we had a deployer going out the door at the last second, like, you get brain foggy days, you let stuff fall off the cart, and that's unacceptable, so being able to have everything just in here in a place where I wanted it and needed it was really, really helpful. So our error rate got very low. Communication and delegation is something that we struggle with, I think, as a force, and this helps out a lot, and I'll show you guys how that works later on. And lastly, I know it's a buzzword, but in its truest sense, this is a force multiplier. What I use OneNote for now is to try to make myself as expendable as possible. If I am the only one that knows how to do something, maybe a process or a form or something along those lines, some sort of customer service action, that is not good, because I get sick or I take a day off. I have 5 kids. I need to be able to be away from my office and not have it burned down. And using OneNote, you can make that happen. So every deliverable that I am responsible for as a customer service element, I can put in here, give everyone in my office access to it. And then if I'm not in the office and you get a call like, hey, we need Sergeant Snell, you can just ask, well, why? What do you need? And they can say, well, I need this form, or I need this or that. And if I have built my OneNote up to the standard that I think it should be, you should be able to be in that OneNote, type some keywords from whatever they were asking you, find out what it is they need, and then you can provide them that deliverable in my absence. And that's the ultimate goal here. So in subsequent videos, we're just going to talk about how this gets done. Thanks for listening.